Says a frenzied knife attack before jetting off on holiday.
Excuse me, I have one more thing to take care of. I don't know why that doesn't seem right to me. I believe in Augusta, Georgia. Do you know what I don't believe in?
The moon landing.
Delaware.
This is I Was a Teenage Murderer.
We are not the Hallmark family, so sometimes we get into arguments. And I'm like, just imagine like if Grandma, my nonni, just like pulled out a gun. They are dying laughing right now.
Today's episode, on holiday.
Hello, my name is Noel Jones.
And I'm Abella and Noel, and welcome to
I Was a Teenage Murderer. Currently, our executive producer and producer are creating a Bitmoji, so
they can't figure out.
They don't know what
There's
CC
a
looks
Bitmoji
like.
for maternity, so if you're pregnant, you're...
I love Bitmoji, okay?
Bitmoji.
I think it's great. I'm a huge fan. Sponsor us, Bitmoji.
I found costumes.
Oh, gosh. Okay. What was I going to say? Speaking of costumes, Halloween is still in our hearts, but
alas,
is now time for another holiday. It's the other holiday season. It's Christmas. Who cares about Thanksgiving? Just kidding. My murder is from
pie a
Thanksgiving. We went over this the last time. I saw a pecan pie the other day and
I ate an entire pecan pie the other day.
I appreciate that.
Oh, it was like one of the small ones, and my mom was like, please don't eat this in one sitting, so I ate it in two.
Luckily, they were 5 minutes apart.
No.
I took a 5-minute break.
I took a 5-minute power nap in between.
And then went back for the rest.
One time on a road trip, this happened last year on a theater road trip, I bought a pecan pie and ate it in like 10 minutes.
I respect.
It was good. With my hands.
Every road trip really needs... I feel like, okay, if you're not from Texas, you won't get it, but Buc-ee's, I could live there.
I love and hate Buc-ee's at the same time.
How could you ever? Okay, the only thing to hate about it is that there's too many people there.
I hate the people in Buc-ee's.
Cleanest bathrooms. I'd rather
JoJo went to the restroom and like someone pushed her over, and I was like,
"Oh my gosh!"
I was like, "This is why I don't go pee at Buc-ee's."
No, I feel more comfortable peeing at Buc-ee's than I feel comfortable peeing at somebody else's house sometimes. Like, they're just so clean.
They are.
And they've got the best snacks.
I love
Buc-ee's
peeing at rich people's house.
Also sponsor us.
At Buc-ee's. Wait, okay, back to the Bitmoji.
Oh my gosh.
I can get a bee costume, or I can get a bee costume where, like, the main part is white, but, like, the stomach where the stripes are rainbow.
I like that one. The rainbow.
The rainbow?
Yeah.
I might try it on. Oh my god. Okay, so anyways.
Murder.
Murder.
Our little theme this week is quite vague, but it's like the holiday season, a little Thanksgiving holiday. I really wanted to find a Black Friday one, but unfortunately it was only teenagers being killed.
Really? Yeah, there's a bunch of teenagers who just get killed.
It's sad. Like, I want some teen action. Nope.
She wants some teen action.
I really just want to die all the time. So, Thanksgiving.
Mine was, I really wanted one that happened on Thanksgiving. I wanted like a teenager that lost it at.
That's what happened in mine.
Really? I couldn't find one. I just found a kid that was on holiday, which is like, I think is kind of the same thing. Because like we get off for a week and like crazy things happen on the holidays.
Isn't that like the British way of saying vacation?
Yeah. I think it's kind of pretentious, but
it's like, oh, I'm going
nobody
on holiday.
Me.
I'm going to go on holiday now.
It's true.
It is true.
So, Thanksgiving murders.
Well, I think you're first.
I am. So, let's see. 18-year-old Jonathan Gibbs.
Like Gibby from Minecraft. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, not like him. He is a tall black man.
Like Gibby from Minecraft.
Precisely. The opening of the article, a family dispute on Thanksgiving ended in gunfire.
God bless.
So, Jonathan Gibbs, on Thanksgiving, there was a large family dispute, and he shot and killed his mother's ex-boyfriend, whose name is Bobby Owens, which I think is a really nice name. But he's dead now.
Bobby.
They had gotten into like a physical fight, and then Jonathan shot and killed him.
No.
And then from there, he immediately went on the run. He had turned off his phone, so then you couldn't track him really. It was just kind of,
all up in the
let's hope
air.
for the best.
Let's hope for the best.
Whenever they were like looking for him, they had tracked him like possibly all the way to Augusta, and I think they were in
Where's Augusta?
Savannah, Georgia, is where they were, and then Augusta
is Augusta, Georgia.
I don't know if it's in Augusta.
Augusta is
Georgia?
Georgia. Yeah.
It is Georgia?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, that
I
seems.
have family that lives
that
there.
seems.
Actually.
I don't know why that doesn't
seems
seem right
fake.
to me.
Not to be weird, but Augusta, Georgia may or may not be fake.
I don't know if actually. I believe in Augusta, Georgia. Do you know what I don't believe in?
The moon landing.
Delaware. I don't like Delaware as a state. I disagree with it.
Oh wait,
Delaware's not real. Good night.
guys. I almost said Delaware's a state and not a city.
No, it's not. It's not a state. So yeah, he basically his other family that was kind of involved in the argument and that kind of dispute, they wanted to leave town because of what happened, because that's traumatic. You don't want to stay in the same place as something terrible like that. And so they were gonna go to Augusta with and stay with family. So that's they thought that he might have been there. The police never actually recovered the gun from the shooting. Whenever he shot, he ran, and they couldn't find him for a while. And so they couldn't find the gun, and they assumed that it was him. And so whenever they were announcing that there's a killer on the loose, they were like, well, he's armed and dangerous. So that's a little freaky. So then eventually they find him, and in a Kmart parking lot on Montgomery Crossroads.
Have you ever been to a Kmart?
No, I have not. We don't have one in the CL, unfortunately.
Wait, do we not have?
Not a Kmart around here, no.
No?
No Kmart around here. Not in these parts.
What's the big, Sam's.
Sam's Club, best place. You can eat lunch there with their free samples.
Yeah.
But he was charged with 1 count of obstruction.
Yeah.
By giving false name, and 1 count of carrying a firearm without a permit, and also 1 count of murder, and also a count of probation violation. Rip.
They had to get him on something.
Yeah, they literally were like, how many things can we put this guy in for? Here's a list. But I mean, pretty simple story, I feel, but it was on Thanksgiving Day. But the reason that I it's kind of vanilla compared to some of the other murders that we have on this podcast. But the reason I chose it, because Thanksgiving, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, my family tends to argue a lot on Thanksgiving. We bicker a lot. We are not the Hallmark family, so sometimes we get into arguments. And I'm like, just imagine if my grandma, my noni, just pulled out a gun and just shot somebody at her. Okay, that sounds sad. Mom, I'm sorry. She hates when I talk about death, so this podcast is really rough. But
it's a bad time to be no.
But imagine just imagine some picket fence family, and they're just, having Thanksgiving dinner, and, they get into a little bit of an argument, and then somebody just pulls a gun out.
I think it'd be interesting. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's been a rough week, okay?
It's been a rough life, okay?
So.
They're still over there making the dang Bitmoji.
Cece's trying to get it perfect. I think it's looking good.
Your eyebrows are thinner than that.
That is true.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Mine is also kind of vanilla, but it's
okay. It's the holiday
British.
Season. You've been picking a lot of British ones lately.
British kids are really wild.
Yeah, they are wild. I feel like I don't know much about the British teen culture, just because I would assume that it is a little bit different than ours, just because of culture.
Just because of culture?
Just because of culture and location.
Mine is about Brian Mark Blackwell. He was born in 1986 in West
Philadelphia, born and raised on
Lancaster, UK.
West Manchester.
To Jacqueline and former antique stealer Sydney.
Antique stealer?
Antiques.
That is the coolest crime if I've ever heard one.
Oh, no. Jacqueline was a retired antique stealer. Sydney was a retired accountant known as Big Brian.
Big Brian. I like that. That's kind of cute, too.
He lived at home with them. They think his parents were like overindulgent and like really controlling and stuff through his like childhood. But he kind of grew up really. Can you guys stop?
They are dying laughing right now. Josh is as red as his Coca-Cola shirt.
Right. What happened?
Cece has tears in her eyes because of Bitmoji.
Just wait for it.
Okay.
Watch her. You just scared me. She's so intense. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's when somebody forgets an entrance.
I was about to say you should change it to
what happens when someone forgets an entrance. Crying. I'm literally crying. Okay, sorry.
Back to murder.
It's a really good workout. I was really trying to calm that down. I did not want y'all to hear me. Clearly.
I saw Noel's face and I was like, what did I just say?
Okay, well, we should probably go back to murder now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now back to the show.
Where were we?
Sorry. But he was like raised well, other than his parents being overprotective, which you're like, that sucks, but like it's a lot better than a lot of things.
Yeah.
They called him Little Brian.
Aw, Little Brian and Big Brian. Aw.
By his parents and Brains by his friends.
Brains.
He was a really good student, and he was planning to study medicine at the Northington University in autumn of 2004. So I think he was a senior when this happened.
Uh-huh.
His parents had really high expectations for him.
Yeah.
And like all that stuff. And he told people he was going to be a surgeon.
Wow.
He did tell lies a lot though.
Oh. He was
So
a
like
liar.
embellishing his academic achievements.
Oh. That's annoying.
But like for like 2 months up until this incident happens, like it got more and more and more, which is really weird.
That is weird.
He applied for 13 credit cards in his father's name.
What the heck?
By falsely claiming to be a professional tennis player who needed money.
That's bizarre.
Who needed money to play in the French Open.
That is literally the most bizarre and like extravagant lie. Like he's like, okay, I gotta come up with a thing, and he's like, banker, no,
banker, no,
construction worker, no. Professional tennis player trying to get into the France Open?
Yes.
That's it. Genius.
He wrote on his application for university later that he will repay the loan with his fabricated salary of 4,500 euros a year.
He confessed on a college app?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. Like he said his salary was this, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And his girlfriend at the time, who's really cute, thought he was a professional tennis player with a sponsorship from Nike.
She didn't know Nike.
And that he had
Nike? You said Nike?
Nike, I'm sorry.
Aw.
Nike is the Greek goddess of victory.
Yeah, but that's why it's Nike.
Yeah.
The shoes. And clothes.
I know.
I understand. It's okay.
I'm just throwing it
it's
back
okay.
to the Greek
I
time.
understand. That's probably when things were... No, they weren't
No,
better.
they weren't
actually
better.
Not great.
And she also believed that he had a 60,000, I want to say dollars, but it's euros, Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
And 4,500,000.
She never
euro
saw
flat.
it though, and
yeah.
Okay.
With like stuff that his parents had saved up for university, he like obtained the lie by buying her really expensive gifts and stuff, and hired her as his manager. There's parentheses around
that's
hired.
creepy and weird.
Writing her a check for like 3,900.
What the heck?
And it bounced. And then his mom found out about the lies, and I guess this is the lead up to on right before he was about to go on holiday with his girlfriend, which is the British term for vacation.
Vacay. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
This is kind of vague, but he killed his parents by stabbing and beating them with a carving knife and a claw hammer.
Claw hammer?
In their pool at Liverpool, England on the 25th of July, 2004.
So do you think that he'd been planning this whole thing?
I think he
Like, do you think that he planned this from the very beginning? Because, I mean, he got the 13 credit cards and, like, did all this stuff. Like, he made his girlfriend trust him and, like, kind of convinced her. I feel like he, like, manipulated her and convinced her to, like, go away with him. And then...
I don't think he... says a frenzied knife attack before
Okay.
jetting off
Before-
on holiday.
Excuse
While
me,
their
I have
bod-
one more thing to take care of.
And then, like, while his parents were at home.
Mm.
And he was just 18. Sydney was 72. And Jackie was 60.
Oh, they were old.
Mm-hmm. And then he went on to a really, really nice holiday with his girlfriend.
Casual.
And she was still like, oh, he's a tennis player.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
And did she live through this whole thing?
Yes. And the weeks after his murder, he continued spending all this stuff. And he went to the USA for his vacation, came back, and then he was arrested on suspicion of murder following the discovery of his parents' bodies.
Wow.
Yeah, 6 weeks after they were killed. Like,
That's
they were
crazy.
discovered 6 weeks after they were killed.
What boggles my mind is that the girlfriend literally had no idea. Like, I just feel like she's just like, oh, okay, tennis player, okay, vacation. Oh, your parents are dead? That's weird.
She's, like, really pretty. You want to see a picture? That's the two of them together.
Oh, wait, she is pretty. Oh, he doesn't even look like a killer this time. Like, usually,
No.
sometimes you see them and they're like, yeah, I can see that kid. That kid doesn't even look like a killer.
In 2005, he pled guilty to 2 charges of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. He's serving life imprisonment. He'll probably get parole, though.
It's what she deserves.
What she deserves.
I just like that saying.
During the hearing, they found out that he was suffering from a mental disorder that led him to create a fantasy life of a successful.
Okay.
So he thought that this was happening.
Then I don't even think that he planned it all. Like, I think that he believed this and like that's crazy.
He probably didn't even like realize his parents were his parents, you know?
Yeah, that is super weird.
And that's the story.
Oh my
Brian
gosh.
Blackwell, or Little Brian.
Little Brian.
Little Brian.
You know,
Little Mama.
little mama.
We have a friend whose cat is named Little Mama.
So cute. I love cats. If you have cats, listen, I don't know how you'll get them to me.
Get them to me.
Either give me your physical cat or, show me pictures.
I can't have a cat.
It's okay. I will have all of the cats.
I met Noel's boyfriend's cat the other day.
He's so sweet. She's so sweet. She looked like a little turkey.
Oh, I think she looks like a really big loaf of bread.
She does. She's so cute. Except for she
She's
kind of
so
hates people,
fat.
but I love
She's
that.
So fat.
And she's not as fat as my cat. Like, my cat is
I haven't
like
seen your cat.
giant. She's a big girl.
She's big?
Her name is Sassy, and that is exactly what she is.
We'll have to meet.
She's amazing. My dog's an idiot.
I love the stories of your dogs. Didn't he choke on like a peanut?
Yeah,
the other
she
day?
choked on a peanut the other day and then was like depressed the rest of the night. I actually felt kind of bad for her because like she was seemed so sad, but
That's what you get for
she's
choking
got
on a peanut.
tiny brain. I think she was traumatized.
It's a little
from the
chihuahua,
moment.
right?
Yeah.
That's context.
Her name is Honey. She's stupid, but cute.
I just imagine like the little Paris Hilton.
No, literally, she's so tiny. She's like this big,
Oh,
small.
I like little dogs, but I also hate little dogs.
I feel like a lot of little dogs are ugly.
Yeah, I really like corgis though, and I also like French bulldogs.
Corgis are so cute.
I really like French.
I love
bulldogs.
beagles too. What's your favorite? I'm thankful. This Thanksgiving, I just want to let y'all know that I'm thankful for the cute dogs and also every cat.
This Thanksgiving, I'd like you to know that I'm thankful for the vegetarian stuffing that my grandma makes.
So true. Honestly, vegetarian stuffing is so good. Abella and I are both vegetarians, if you guys didn't know. We don't eat meat. We're lame.
I'm also thankful for every dumb dog video I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just... Oh my gosh, yesterday I saw this video of this little cat and like he would just like whenever
I love when the animals run and they just crash into stuff.
the cat like whenever the owner would hold something, the cat would like stand up on its legs and like meow because he wanted to hold it. And at one point it was so funny. It was like 2 minutes long. And the owner literally held a knife and the cat was like, meow. And I was like, oh, you don't even know. He's so small.
Have you seen the photo of the the dog where like someone's sticking a knife out at him? He's just making like a really cool.
Yes.
I think about that photo almost every single
God.
day.
We're gonna change this podcast and just talk about dogs.
It'll just make me laugh cry.
It's so cute.
Oh, I love dogs. That's the bell.
Yep.
You're supposed to be in sixth period.
We're supposed to be in 6th period.
CC,
So
you
we'll
have a class
probably
unattended.
have to wrap this bad boy up.
And a nice bow because
What are you
Noel?
thankful for? Teen murders?
Cats.
Us neither.
CC's Bitmoji because I.
And that's gonna be all this week. Goodbye.
Bye.
You've been listening to I Was a Teenage Murderer. Your hosts for today were Noel Jones and Abella Knott. The show is produced by Joshua Bumpus and executive produced by Colette Curry Kendall and Scott McCarran. Our advertising manager is Crystal Erb. Theme music created by Joshua Bumpus. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at I Was a Teenage Murderer and subscribe to our show on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, or wherever you get our podcasts.